1001 Questions and Answers on English Grammar by Benjamin Hathaway. Adjectives. Question 1. What is an adjective? It is a word that qualifies or limits the meaning of a noun or pronoun. Question 2. Give examples. A wise man, 5 children, that book, the 4th verse, the twinkling stars. Question 3. Into what 2 general classes are adjectives divided? Descriptive and definitive. Question 4. What is a descriptive adjective? One that denotes some quality. Question 5. The descriptive adjectives have what subclasses? 3. Common, proper and participle. Question 6. Define a common adjective. It is an ordinary adjective expressing quality or situation, as good, bad, happy, hard, flexible, eastern, western, outer, inner, etc. Question 7. Define a proper adjective. It is one derived from a proper noun, as American, Italian, Spanish, Websterian, Platonic, Alpine, Newtonian. Question 8. Define a participle adjective. It is a participle placed before a noun which it qualifies, as a bereaved husband, an enduring friendship, a written article, a shining light. Question 9. What is a definitive adjective? It is one that limits the meaning of a noun without denoting quality. Question 10. The definitive adjectives have what subclasses? 2. Pronominal and numeral and articles. Question 11. Define a pronominal adjective. It is one that, without an article prefixed, may represent a noun understood, as all should aim high, this is wrong, that is not what I wish. Question 12. How are pronominal adjectives subdivided? Into distributives, demonstratives, and indefinites. Question 13. What are distributives? Those adjectives that represent objects separately. Question 14. How many and what are they? There are only 4. Each, every, either, and neither. Question 15. What are demonstratives? Those adjectives that point out objects definitely. Question 16. Mention the principal demonstratives. This, that, these, those, former, latter, both, you, yonder, same. Question 17. What is the difference between this, these, and that, those? This refers to what is near, and that to what is remote. These and those are simply plural forms of this and that. Question 18. When are adjectives used as nouns? When the qualified nouns are understood, some descriptive and few definitive adjectives are used as nouns, as the wicked are miserable, the wise are provident. She robbed me of my hopes, my all. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Question 19. How then should these words be parsed? The same as nouns. Question 20. What are indefinitives? They are adjectives that refer to objects in a general way. Question 21. Name the principal indefinites. All, any, some, such, other, certain, divers, former, latter, own, much, enough, few, little, many, no, none, one, other, which, whichever, whichsoever, what, whatever, whatsoever. Question 22. Define a numeral adjective. It is one that expresses number. Question 23. Into what classes are they divided? 3 classes: cardinal, ordinal, and multiplicative. Question 24. What is a cardinal adjective? One that denotes simply a definite number, as 1, 2, 3, 40, 50. Question 25. What is an ordinal adjective? It is one that marks a definite place in a series, as first, second, third, 40th, 50th. Question 26. What is a multiplicative adjective? One that denotes how many fold, as single, double, triple, quadruple, twofold, threefold. Question 27. Are number words always adjectives? Only when modifying nouns. They are often names and therefore nouns, as 6 is an even number, 4 times 7 are 28. Question 28. Which of the indefinites are used with either singular or plural nouns? Any, such, all, some, same, latter, former, and own, as any people, any persons, such conduct, such circumstances, all year, all ages, etc. Question 29. Which are used with singular nouns only? Little and much limit singular nouns only, as man needs but little wealth. Much learning makes a wise man. Question 30. Which are used with plural nouns only? Many, several, both, and few, as many men of many minds. We give several examples. Both countries are at peace. Few there be who are perfect. Note: many a, such a, not a, and but a, meaning only a, before nouns are usually considered phrase adjectives modifying nouns, as many a noble man has perished, such a day as that was, not a sound was heard. Note: the articles a, an, and the have already been treated of. Question 31. What inflections, changes of form, have adjectives? A. Most English adjectives have no variation of form to express differences of number, gender, or case. The only exceptions are this and that, which with a plural noun change to these and those. This is a relic of the ancient English, in which the adjective, as well as the noun, was inflected. B. But many adjectives have a change of form to express the degree of quality possessed by the object represented by the noun, when compared with other objects possessing the same quality, as a bright day, a brighter day, the brightest day. Question 32. What is this last inflection called? It is called comparison. Question 33. Define comparison. It is the variation in form of an adjective to denote different degrees of the same quality. Question 34. How many degrees of quality may be so denoted? But 3 are denoted. Question 35. How are the 3 forms designated? As positive, comparative, and superlative degrees. Question 36. What is the positive degree? It is the simplest form of the adjective, and simply expresses the quality of the object, as good, bad, sweet, red, white. Question 37. What is the comparative degree? It expresses quality in a greater or less degree than the positive, as milder, less mild, happier, less happy. Question 38. What is the superlative degree? It denotes the highest or lowest degree of quality, as coldest, least cold, mildest, least mild. Question 39. Do any adjectives not denoting quality ever vary in form for different uses? A few do so, as few, fewer, fewest, many, more, most. How are most adjectives compared? By adding r or er to the positive to form the comparative, and st or est to form the superlative. Question 41. How is the variation in the degree of quality expressed accomplished when the adjective itself does not change its form? By the addition of more to the simple adjective to form the comparative, and most to form the superlative. These form phrase and adjectives. Question 42. Compare wise, hard, sweet, smooth, famous, distant. Hard, harder, hardest. Wise, wiser, wisest. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Smooth, smoother, smoothest. Famous, more famous, most famous. Distant, more distant, most distant. Question 43. When is an adjective said to be compared regularly? When it takes r or er or more for the comparative, and st or est or most for the superlative. Question 44. What adjectives are compared regularly? Most monosyllables and many dissyllables when accented on the first syllable. Question 45. How are adjectives compared irregularly? By a change of word, as good, better, best. Question 46. Compare little, near, many, much, bad, ill. First we will give the positive degree, then the comparative degree, then the superlative degree. Little, less, least. Near, nearer, next or nearest. Many, more, most. Much, more, most. Bad, worse, worst. Ill, worse, worst. Question 47. How is a little of a quality indicated by the adjective? By means of the suffix ish, as bluish, sweetish, blackish, or by the words rather and somewhat. Question 48. When are adjectives said to be redundant? When they have more than one comparative and superlative. Question 49. How compare far, for, near, hind, out, up, in, low, and late? Such as denote place or situation have more than one superlative, as far, farther or further, farthest or farthermost, for, former, foremost, or first, near, nearer, nearest, or next, hind, hinder, hindmost, or hindermost, out, outer, outmost, or outermost, up, upper, upmost, or uppermost, in, inner, inmost, or innermost, low, lower, lowest, or lowermost, late, later, or latter, latest, or last. Question 50. When are adjectives said to be defective? When they have either the positive or the comparative degree wanting, as under, undermost, nether, nethermost, front, frontmost, end, endmost. Question 51. What word is sometimes used instead of less in giving a comparative degree? The word lesser, as lesser faults, lesser Asia. Question 52. What is the difference between later, latest, and latter, last? When time is referred to, later is used, as later news, latest news. When order is meant, latter is used, as the latter of the series, the last of the series. Question 53. Between older, oldest, and elder, eldest. Older is applied to persons and animals equally. Elder is only applied to persons in the same family, as James is older than John. He is the oldest man. She is an elder sister. He is the eldest of the family. Question 54. What of the two comparatives of far? When distance is meant, farthest should be used, as he lives farther from town than I do. Neptune is the farthermost planet from the sun. When the word more can be substituted for the comparative and convey the same meaning, further should be used, as he had nothing further to say. If the society had no further business, adjournment is in order. Question 55. Name some adjectives having in themselves a superlative signification that do not admit of comparison. Extreme, perfect, right, wrong, infinite, ceaseless, supreme, omnipotent, eternal. Question 56. What is ascending comparison? It is passing from the positive to a higher degree, as fair, fairer, fairest. Question 57. What is descending comparison? It is passing from positive to a lower degree of quality, as fair, less fair, least fair. Question 58. Compare stupid, generous, studious, hospitable. Stupid, stupider, stupidest, generous, more generous, most generous. Studious, less studious, least studious. Hospitable, less hospitable, least hospitable. Question 59. When cardinal and ordinal numerals are used together, which should come first? The ordinal should be used first, as the first two letters of the alphabet, not the two first letters of the alphabet. Question 60. Which is right to say page 20 or page 20th? Ordinals should be preceded by the, and cardinals not. Therefore say page 20, the 20th page. There were 10 ascensions. He made the 10th ascension, etc. Question 61. What is a compound adjective? Two descriptive adjectives joined by a hyphen, as a high-sounding epitaph, a light brown colour, an ill-mated pair. End of section 6. Recording by Verity Kendall.